Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to the Adventures of Batman and Robin on Super Nintendo on hard. It is time to go through the 6th level of the game. In the last episode, we did Trouble in Transit. Amazingly, I was able to clear it the second time around, once I remembered what to do. And now it's time to take on the Scarecrow. All we need to do first is go all the way to the left, or to the right. Once again, it's only been less than a minute, and I can't tell anything from anything else. But when you go to the right and reach this guy, the gas will knock everybody out, Scarecrow will show up, and you're going to have to deal with innocent civilians coming after you, alongside the usual villains. You cannot hit innocent people, according to the Scarecrow. If the innocent civilians come at you, all they can do is grab you. They can't hurt you in any way. But they can make it so that the actual criminals can. Also, thankfully, the criminals move a little faster, too, than... Get off! They can move a little faster than the civilians can. Also, I should be using... No, get off! I should be using the Batarang more often, too. Get off me! Oh my gosh, get off! You have to use a control pad to wring yourself free. And then when you enter this room, you need to have the gas masks equipped. If you need to, duck down to avoid breathing in the gas, and keep pressing X until you get the gas mask. Also, it should be noted that the enemies take 3 hits instead of 2. So a jump kick ain't gonna do it anymore. You'll still have to hit them one more time. And there's a heart there, but first we have to climb on the balconies and hit a few dudes. Thankfully, I can get my Batarang equipped, so that way, in case I need to stun some guys, I can do that. Thankfully, all these guys do is just stand around and punch at you. And I'm going to get the gas mask ready again because I'm going to need it for this room. Once again, it's more of the same. Just watch out for the civilians. Try not to get shot. Remember that the enemies here take 3 hits to kill. Get off! Remember that the enemies take 3 hits to kill this time around, and that you can't hit the civilians. You may have to roll a couple times just to get away from the civilians. And thankfully, this is the second and last room you'll need the gas mask for. So once you get here, you can just equip the Batarang, and you can throw the Batarang at anybody that has a pistol or machine gun, which is good, because I don't feel like dealing with guys with machine guns. How did that jump kick not hit? And once you go up these stairs, that is when you need to go left, meet the Scarecrow, and then you'll see the blimp. Gonna get a drink here. Scarecrow's blimp will fly away, but Robin will appear on the Batwing and then tell you to jump on so you can get onto the blimp that way. Robin will tell you that the Batplane, not the Batwing, apparently it's the Batplane, the Batplane cannot get close enough to the blimp, and you will have to leap on and then get inside with the grappling hook, which is a little easier said than done. For now, though, we're going to automatically get on the Batplane, and we need to keep the Batarang equipped because of what we're about to do en route to the blimp. You're going to be seeing these green balloons. These green balloons contain gas which will hurt you if it touches you. Like so. While you can hit the balloons, you can also avoid them. The Batarang is best if you can line yourself up to use it. Simply because you can hit these things from a distance, you can avoid some stuff, and you don't have to worry about the gas hitting you. The bat plane will automatically take off, and you'll automatically drop onto the blimp. Thankfully, now that I can use the batarang here, these guys are pretty easy to... Oh, these guys both spawned at the same time. That was weird. Usually they spawn one by one. And now for this part. Once you get past those 3 guards that come out of the top of the blimp, the blimp starts curving downward, so you know you're at the front. You want to leap off of this, and you want to use the grappling hook. This is easier said than done. You don't want to be too close because the grappling hook won't go off if you do, and you'll lose a life. Got it. Beat this guy up real quick and then say stuff. Okay. For that grappling hook part, 1, you don't want to be too close or else the grappling hook won't work like you want it. 2, you want to make sure you hold the A button so that way you know that it hits the blimp. Why am I not using the batarang? Good grief me. And it's a good thing I took care of you with the batarang while I could. Oh, come on. It should also mention that when you see the blimp shake, you will be stunned for a little while too. So you want to be careful about that. Also, as I forgot to mention, you want to make sure that you hold A when you use the grappling hook, so that way you actually lock on. And then you just want to keep pressing and holding and releasing A, so that way you can make it through the window. Once you make it through the window, you want to jump to the right. And now it's time for the battle with the Scarecrow once you catch up with them. I have less than half health. I have less health than I would like for this. But hopefully I can pull through here. First of all, you definitely want to use the batarang. Two, you always want to use a crouching kick so that you always hit him without getting hit yourself. If you can't get to him in time, you may want to... You may want to throw a second batarang at him. So that way... What in the world? I did not expect him to do that. I've never died here, so I never expected him to do that. I thought my controller was broken for a second. But nope, you do have to do this again. So I was saying, use the batarang to stun him, always. That way you don't get shot at. If you can't reach him in time, stun him with the second boomerang. Always crouch kick. That way you can't get hit. Of course, you may have to be forced to punch in a standing position like I am. Just to hit him, which can be rather annoying at times. Be sure you're close enough so that the kick can actually connect, too. Because apparently, it is hard to hit him sometimes. You also always want to hit him out of that gun shooting animation, too. Ow! Yeah, you may have to hit him with the second batarang at times just to ensure that you can hit him. There we go! And we got back the life we just lost, which is alright. And next up is Riddle Me This, which is the 7th stage of the game. Guess what? We meet the Riddler, who amazingly does not have a character portrait in this game. It turns out that the Riddler has created his own little cyberspace maze called Maze of the Minotaur, and he has presented it to the police department. Unfortunately, Police Commissioner Gordon and his daughter got trapped within the game, and now you have to rescue them. Thanks, Riddler. Also, very, very 90s vibe with this whole cyberspace maze and the whole use of the word cyberspace. Nobody was using that word by 2000. Batman uses a computer to network into the maze and network with the computer at the police station in order to get in. When Alfred tells Batman to be careful, he tells you to prepare first and that you may need to blast through some walls. This is a good thing to know because you do want to bring this plastic explosive with you. I don't think we're going to need either of these things. And you also want to bring the X-ray goggles with you too. And of course you want to bring the star for just in case. I will definitely be bringing the star. I will definitely be bringing the plastic explosive. Otherwise you're returning to the Batcave. You're reselecting your stuff, which means you'll have to get the plastic explosive equipped this time. And you'll also need the X-ray goggles because you will need them in this level, believe it or not. They actually do have a use at this point in the game. So let's go ahead and press start to exit. And we are now in the maze itself. But that will have to wait until the next video. Join me next time where we tackle the Maze of the Minotaur, beat the Riddler at his own game, and hopefully save the police commissioner and his daughter. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!